It's been a while, but it's a bit rusty. So we've got a few jobs to do before we can get on with Gwen. As you can see, Gwen's a mess at the moment. Still stuff to be done on that. We'll get to that eventually. So tonight we are just focusing literally on maintenance. I've got 2 vehicles to try and maintain. We've got the Boss's Mini. I've already done one side of the brakes, so I just got to fight with this side here, hence why that vehicle's shaped that way. And then we've got Dave to the left of us. Dave's still got the handbrake issue, so that's come back to me for a few repairs. So all we're doing on Dave is reading the computer, see if I get my time off stick. It's only a basic one. Get that done, get that read on the computer. As simple as that. Then Gwen, I'm looking at the cam sense wiring on Gwen because that's playing on. Other than that, we're just going to crack on, get this Mini raised up, get the brake pads off. It's already been fighting me once. And then obviously making these videos again. We'll go from there. So yeah, we're going to get on with the Mini and we're going to go from there. Right guys, so here we are. So I really hate these. So it's a locking wheel nut. That from there, you can see that size again. So there's 17s on the Mini. It's good. Try to be as quick as possible. So hold your ears. 3, 2, 1. I can't have done it that tight. 1. This impact gun I bought for 40 quid off of Amazon. And as you can tell, it's pretty shit. Right, so there's that one off. So this is the wheel he asked me to replace. So let's get this out of the way and I'll show you what I mean. Put that behind the camera. Now, make sure that you are on there. Now you can see what I mean. Like I've been fighting with it just here. Ready? Alright guys, so I'll show you this quickly. As you saw, we've been fighting with the screw. This is the head of the screw. As you can see, it's completely poof now, but we're going to have to reuse it unfortunately. You don't get replacement of these unless you obviously go and ask for them. But as you can see, well in there, this Mini's been sat for about 6 months, which is good. So I'm about to now go in and release the handbrake, pop in the gear, release the handbrake, put a chuck in front of it. Yeah, and then we get the caliper off. I know this side's good because it doesn't need a caliper because it's quite loose. So I've tested it before. So it's just a case of release the caliper, release them, and then put the new ones on. So yeah, I'll join you when that's all off, basically. Right guys, so as you can see we've got our new brakes on. Thankfully, after all the argumentative that's why I sped up the video. It's just, honestly, you didn't want to be fighting with that caliper for ages. I did realise that they were wind out calipers. Obviously, you learn new things every day. So obviously the Germans have engineered a caliper, over-engineered a caliper. And gone, oh, that one out. Hey Jeff, we've developed a new caliper. It's a wind out, but we would only sell you the special tool to do it, but I bet you we're going to sell it for about 10k just for the shits and giggles. Oh, I love the Germans. Let's see, the old one went in. Great to engineer over your engineering stuff. One in place. This also does need a top mount at some point. I've told the boss it needs a top mount. It needs a full service as well. But I'm not going to do a full service on this. You know, this is what this is like now. No, thank you to the full service. I know he's paying me to do this, but there's only so much I'm willing to do. Thank you, the next job's easy. Two easy jobs are easy enough. Look at this. Okay, there you go. That's one job done. Alright, so we can now officially say the Mini is done. Which is what I'm glad for. So that's our brakes done on the Mini. What's next? Once I've tidied it up, we are coming on to Dave. If you guys remember Dave, I'm just going to try and read the computer on Dave. Lift up the back end, because as you can see it needs a tyre on the back end now. I'm going to see if there's a spare wheel and put a spare wheel on it. Yeah, I need to lift up the back end, and I need to look at the handbrake module on the back. I'll show you where that is, and I'll show you something quirky with it. So yeah, we'll come to you in a second. Let me tidy up and we'll be on with that, guys. Alright guys, so you join me in Dave. So Dave has a handbrake issue, and if you've ever seen a 2006 Renault Scenic, they have an electric handbrake, which is here, down here. Now I've already gone ahead and taken it out and cleaned it up, so this is what they look like. So you can take off, is there power in here? See if I get some light in here. Hold on. It's going to moan because the door's open, so just excuse it for a second. Alright, that's no good, is it? Alright, whatever, shut up. Shut up a second, Dave. So yeah, so these are quite easy to pull off. So if anyone's ever had an electrical handbrake issue, this is where you start. So you end up looking for a module. This plastic casing comes off. It's just 2 pins either side. See if I can pull it off now. I don't think I can. Just very quickly. So I've been in and out of Dave all week trying to figure this out, right? And I finally figured the issue out. Pull that one off. So inside of Dave's handbrake, which is quite a confusing handbrake, if you pull that casing off, and then inside here, see the 2 little plastic pins here? If you just lift this up ever so carefully, if I can, I'm trying to do this pretty quick. So on the back of here is your contact, sorry. So when your spring comes along, it pushes the contacts in, and it touches obviously to each one. So I've just only learned this, so I could be wrong. You guys can let me know. But these here react with where you are on your handbrake. There's 3 of them here. I've already gone ahead and electrical cleaned all of this up, so I know that this is good to go back in. So that just pops back in like so. That just pops back in there like so. Sure that they all line back up. That just pops in there. 1, 2. This is where you first start, because these, apparently this is a common fault on these, that these handbrakes do go, unfortunately. Seems I've got the casing off, I'll show you. So if you look at the back here, so when I pull the handbrake, let's see if I can do it. I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but if you can see the contacts inside, you can hear it clicking. That's all the contacts inside. So pop the casing back on, pull that off. So this is where I would start. But knowing that that works, this is the thing, the handbrake works but it's intermittent. Right on Dave. Pop that back in, get the screws back in. So obviously the lass has had this van, that car, sorry. She's happy with it. It just needs some work, so she's left it sat with me for a week. I didn't realise the back wheel's gone down, so let's see if we've got a spare on board and get that changed. Because it's got no MOT on it, it's run out of MOT Saturday, so she's asked me to do the MOT work. So I do apologise, this video is very boring, it's just a lot of me talking and doing maintenance and stuff. I'm trying to get my job list out the way, so that we can get on with the build from Saturday onwards. So there will be maintenance videos on Gwen. We're about to do something on Gwen in a second. So how many vehicles can you fit into one video? Wow. We'll soon find out. Thank you. That Mini is horrible to drive, by the way. I'm not a fan of anything German. The old 80s, 90s German stuff I can agree with, but anything after 2000 I just can't get on with. Same with the vans. The old vans are better. Oh, come on, thank you. What am I doing here? Shooting it in the dark here. You know what? Sorry, put that screw there. It's not needed. There we go, handbrake's back in place. So then another thing what we can do is just double check this. See if I can reset it like this. So if you hold see now it's not working. So what I'm going to do is, if I remember correctly, it's underneath here. You know, a flat plate screwdriver. I can't remember where the port is for this. It's in like a really stupid place. There it is. So come down to the center console where the handbrake should be. Can you see everything I'm about to do? Yeah. So as you can tell, I haven't got the most advanced thing. This is a cheap Audi thing, right? So I don't know if this is going to pick this up, if it's the right one. I don't think it is. Yep, it is. So as you can see, it's pricking it straight up. So we're just going to scan it. Enter. Scan view, VPN, scan. So it's just going to run through all the scanning now. See what it comes up with. So this is a very basic scan tool. So it's just, as I say, it's very slow. Scanning, 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 scanning. You're going to work. Link, error. I say it might not pick up the car, but I'm hoping, because it's working, it should pick it up. KPW. See if I can get something. See if we can start it up. This also needs a. Oh, I forgot. Hear that rattle then as we start it up? That's the heat shield. So yeah, the handbrake isn't working all together now. We can get Dave warmed up a second. I do miss driving Dave, to be fair. So if you look at the dash, see if it's going to pick up dash wise. That's doing that. So if you could see, I don't know if it'll pick it up, but if we go through the menu here, I don't know how to bloody do all this now. So check the ABS braking, check parking brake. You know, so it's all to do with the braking on this. That's what the issue is. What is this doing down here? There we go. So this has picked it up now. So come back down to here. This tool's picked it up. Scan. Erase. Erase fail. No. It's picked up one fault. See that, one fault, one pending. So I need to see what that is. So there's a P06. So 1 second, I'll be back. So I've just looked up them fault codes. So we've got a P0670, which on an OBD system here, we take it with a pinch of salt. So that basically is an open circuit on a glow plug. Now, as I say, take it with a pinch of salt, because on these old machines it could be meaning anything. I don't get why it's not picking up the handbrake stuff. So I'm just reading for your. Hang on, what am I doing? So yeah, it's not picking up the fuel. Sorry, not fuel. Handbrake stuff. So it means that it would have to go into the garage for that. Yeah, it would have to go into the garage to get that proper computer rep, because I can only do so much with Dave. So at some point, we get that tyre pumped up for her, we get it back to her place, and then they can make a decision. Then from there, they're going to continue with it, because it's going to need handbrake module, plus the fuse looking at on it, So I'll go from there. But it's 300 quid fixed to do all of that stuff. It's not too bad, but it's Dave's not. In my opinion, I got rid of Dave just because it's not really worth. I don't have the time to repair it, and here I am, 2 months, a month later, whatever it is, since that last part of the clip in the last video was filmed, and I'm here fixing Dave. So I don't have the time to do Dave. I got my own shit box to do. So yeah, we're gonna get on with Gwen next, and yeah, we'll see you there, guys. Alright guys, so here's another one for you. So Gwen has a dodgy leader on the cam sensor, right? Now, I can see that needs pushing in a bit more. I don't know if you can push them in a bit more on the cam sensors. No, I don't think you can. Saying that, I'm just having a quick nosy, and no, you can't. That'll go out of the way. Can you? I don't think you can. No, not on this one. No. Oh, okay. So that is just basically a set size, set pace. I'm just going to take this off. If it'll come off. There we go. And I'm just going to go with spray some electrical cleaner in here. Just clean all this up. Now I've left the other way around. I've left the fuel sensor off at the moment. Just I'm going to try and start the truck now and see if we can get the cam sensor off of it, and then that'll be it tonight. And I'll show you in a second what I've done to Gwen, because Gwen's changed a hell of a lot. So yeah, right, let's see if we can get this off the dash. So yeah, as I say guys, we're going to try and see if we can get them off, see what it does now. I've replugged it in properly and sprayed it. We've got it running, but the engine maintenance node's still on. I think, 1 second. Right, so yeah, we've got it running. As you can see, we fitted a bull bar at the front. Amazing. Right. So I'll just replug that cam sensor in. Not the cam sensor, sorry, the pressure sensor. Good. Everything got stuff here. Shut that off for the time being. But yeah, she needs handbrake adjustment. As you can see, like, it's tilted up on one side. yeah, as I say, you can see where I've done the handbrake on it. Not handbrake, sorry, the bull bar. She's been freshly repainted. We've done the bull bar. We've got spotlights going on here eventually, one each side. Spider's been busy today, look at that. Being on the cobwebs. What else? Wheels have been painted now to blend in obviously with all that. We've fitted our caravan door, ready. It's got to be taken out and do another adjustment. But excuse the mess on the inside if I lift it up. Nothing's really changed on the inside yet. Stickers are on the side. What else? It's really it. She hasn't changed much since you guys have last seen her. It's just it's been a lot of repairs. Shut that up. Yeah, it's just been a lot of repairs basically. So we've done. So she's had new injectors. That's new injectors, new fuel pressure pump for the fuel tank, filter. I'm going to redo the filter at some point. That's about it really. A cam sensor as well. And then this week I'm buying a fuel pressure sensor, which should hopefully fix what's going on now. Yeah, this is what I mean by the cam. It needs lifting up on the one side. Basically, it needs lifting up on the one side. That needs pulling back out. I've got fiberglass out there, which I've got stuff to do that. But other than that, yeah, excuse all the bird mess, all the fucking seagulls around here. I clean it on a daily basis. This is what me and Rusty did. We did all this here, but I need to put some fresh sealing in there properly, get rid of all this gunk here, look, you know. And then yeah, it's just touch-ups basically on the outside. I need to repaint that cap because we've had to do the wheel bearing. But other than that, guys, I will leave you all and I shall see you in the next video. I'll let her warm up now and see what she wants to do. Other than that, I'll see you next week, guys.